What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. We're changing leagues and changing countries, and we're doing a rebuild of an NBL team, which is my Australian National Basketball League. We're rebuilding the team I go for, and ironically, the team that was the worst in the league last season, and that is not the Atlanta Hawks, but the Illawarra Hawks, which for you Americans, you might recognize as the team LaMelo played for before he came to the NBA. So with that said, let's hop into it. First thing worth mentioning is obviously the overalls aren't going to be as high as the NBA. It's not going to be as exciting, unfortunately, but I will introduce you to the teams and the players. Also, before we get started, it is worth mentioning we technically can't make trades within the NBL. Obviously, I'll be doing that, so there's actually something to this and we can have a bit of fun. And we are doing, because it's through a scenario, shout out to whoever made this, it is just a standard NBA 7-game series format, whereas in the NBL, it's actually a best of 3 and then a best of 5 if you make the finals. But before I show you around the league, you guys have been awesome lately. So with that said, I don't expect you to do this and I'm not going to force you. But if you would like to, I would really appreciate a like and I would love a comment. So again, up to you guys. You don't have to. But with that said, let's get into it. So as I said, we are the Illawarra Hawks. This is our team. Some of the overalls were lower. I did up some of the higher players in the league, so it would be a little bit more interesting and the numbers would be a little bit better. So we have Tyler Harvey and Sam Froling as our 2 best players. I've also upped the progression rate, so a lot of these guys will be better next season. We have Michael Frazier, Justin Robinson, George King, Lachlan Dent, Peyton Silva, Dan Greeder, Deng, one of my favorite names to say, Will Hickey, and then Tim Conrad, who is a Illawarra legend or Wollongong area legend. Think of him sort of like a Dirk, I guess, for this team. He's 37. I did actually go to his final game in real life before he retired. Mangok. Then the rest of these guys here. Also worth mentioning, Xavier Cooks, who is now in the NBA, plays for the Wizards. He was on this Kings roster, Sydney Kings that is. So I've just made him a 40 overall and sent him to free agency. So you can see all the players there. Here is the Kings roster. You got Tim Soares, you've got Derek Walton, you've got Dan Vasiljevic. You will see some familiar NBA names, guys who maybe didn't work out in that league, but for us, they're really good. Kelly there, that always gets me a little bit. Rashad Kelly. Josh Maggette, or Maggette, I think is how he pronounces it. I don't like him as a player, not his biggest fan. That's just me. Then you've got Perth over here. Chris Golding, there's Rajon Tucker, former NBA player, who is now one of the better players in our league. Aaron Baines is here, of course. I upped him to an 80. Show him his respect. And there's Tyler Johnson. Probably recognize him as well. The rest of this Brisbane team is pretty weak. Maybe Aaron Baines can carry them. Mitch Creek here on Melbourne. They've got a pretty good team, pretty deep. There's Xiao Chi. And then there's a couple of filler teams. We only have 10 in the conference. This is the minimum amount of teams you can have in 2K. Craig Randall's there. Kai Soto, who is wink wink a trade target I am interested in. Got Cairns here. New Zealand, so a few guys have played for there. Ryan Rupert is another guy. I think he's currently the best player in the league I would like to trade for. And then back to us. And then we are just using a generic class. So as I said, I would like to pick up Kai Soto to be our starting center, and I would like to upgrade that point guard spot. But I think I will simulate to about the trade deadline or the NBA trade deadline, get back to you guys. You can see we definitely don't play as many games as they do in the NBA. So the plus side is simulation will be a lot faster. But in any case, I will see you guys shortly. So we are at the All-Star break. There's Ryan, guy I want to trade for. Mitch Creek is a starter. Aaron Baines is a starter. Rajon Tucker as well. We have Michael Frazier, who I believe is our 6th man, so that's really nice to see. We have Tyler Harvey as a starter, which is great. So he's putting up about 17 and 10. Outside of that, I don't think we have anyone else. So we are actually very good. We're 12 and 2. I was not expecting that. We're pretty much here at the deadline because we play so few games. But let's have a look around the league. We are not the best team because New Zealand is 13 and 1. That makes sense. They have Ryan Rupert. You can see Justin Robinson is giving us 17 points, not many assists, and he's not shooting all that efficiently. Tyler Harvey's been pretty good. George King's efficiency is awful. I think that's going to be a theme with a lot of these guys. There's Sam Froling. There's Mangok shooting a whopping 14% from 3. So I think I would like to get a better point guard, one who can actually get me some assists. Going to have a quick look around the league and see if there is anyone worth picking up. And the best team in technically the other conference is 11 and 5, the Sydney Kings. We don't really do that. It's just sort of one comp. That said, let me just have a look around and see who we want to go after. First guy I'm interested in is Kai Soto. I'm going to offer them Harry Morris. You might have heard of Kai. He's another NBA prospect. And then Harry is, I believe he was sort of a G League player for us, or NBL1 is the league it's called, I believe. and he's sort of a developmental guy, but he's only 20 years old, so they might like the potential there. They want to get the legend Tim Conrad off us, Anthony Dermich. I don't think I can do that. That'd be sort of like trading away Udonis Haslem now. So I'll see if I can just give them a second round pick instead, and they agree to that. Cool. So we get Kai Soto. So he's automatically going to come in and start at our 5. Bump him up to a 75. I think that's more around his range. Again, I don't know why these ratings are so low. I guess whoever's made this has made their ratings according to what they would be in the NBA, not necessarily, you know, what they would be in this league, if that makes sense. Obviously, Tyler Harvey wouldn't be a 70. He's one of the better players in the league. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I think I'm also going to go ahead and try to get Ryan Rupert. We'll see if we can do that. Somehow I don't think so because they are the 1 seed, but you never know. We can always give it a crack. The thing is, I think I will just extend these guys' contracts because everyone's on a 1-year, $1 million deal. And I think going into free agency, trying to re-sign everyone would be a nightmare. So I'll probably look into that. See if I can give them Lachlan Dent. They're going to say no. That is a ton of value for Ryan Rupert. I think all of these picks are going to be fairly valuable just because no one really has that great of a roster. So I guess we'll see if we can just give up all of our picks here and get Ryan Rupert on the team. They say no to that. Is there anyone better I can offer them? All right, and I think the perfect point guard pickup for us is actually going to be Josh Majette, after I just said I wasn't his biggest fan, but he does have one of the best playmaking ratings in the league, and he is not going to be too hard to trade for, I don't think. So hopefully we can just throw in 1 second round pick and get this done. They say no. What about 2 seconds? They still say no, so I would throw in another player. Do Will Hickey instead, potentially. A second round pick. They're a championship contender, so it makes sense that this would be a little bit harder to do. But we give up 3 seconds and we get him. Let's go. Go ahead and start him. He's a lower overall, but he does have better playmaking. He's averaging about 8 assists, shooting horribly, which is always fun. Now that gives us another good 6-man sort of guy. That also means we can trade one of these guys because we don't need so many backup point guards. And I might honestly go out and get Xiao Qi. Why not? Get another backup center. Or we could even start him and Kai Soto. That might be a little bit crazy, but I guess we're already starting 2 7-footers, aren't we? I guess that's fine. We'll give Xiao Qi those last minutes, and we can give the rest of those minutes to Kai. All right, man, let's simulate the rest of the season, and hopefully we can win a championship in the first year. Who knows? Let's see. As Ryan Rupert, the rookie, 18 or 19 years old, wins MVP, averaging 18, 8, and 5, 50, 38, 78 splits. That's pretty good, man. He definitely deserves that, and Rookie of the Year. He deserves that in our league at least, but I think we did finish 20 and 2, yeah. So we might be the best team in the league, which is exciting. Do we get any all NBL players, not NBA? Not even sure if we have that here, to be perfectly honest. And we do get Tyler Harvey on all NBL third teams. That's what I'm going to call it. He averages about 17, 10, and 4 on 50, 37, 76 splits. So we got a good one in him. No all defensive players, unfortunately. And Kai Soto, technically a rookie. So he gave us about 15 and 9, 45, 40 splits. That's pretty good. And that's about it. So we are the 1 seed. You can see it's a very small bracket. I'm just going to go ahead and extend these guys' contracts so we don't have to worry about that in the offseason, because it's just going to get out of control. All these guys are going to be demanding so much money. So I'd rather just do that now. I learned all these things because this is actually the second time I'm having to record this video, because the first time I did not realize the stupid 2K Beats music was on, and that definitely would have been a copyright strike, and that's not really something I'm interested in. So I've had to go ahead and redo this. But on the bright side, I do know a lot of things now that I didn't know the first time I did that. And you're seeing that right now because I had to turn off salary cap and it just got out of control. So trust me, it's going to be easier if I just give them all cheap deals for the next 3 seasons. I think I'll only do maybe 1 or 2 more, but it just makes it a little bit easier. I might also see if I can adjust the salary curve. Also, I will say shout out to whoever's done this scenario, because from what I can tell, the jerseys and the courts all look really good. You can see right there, the Hawks jersey. Some of the cleaner ones actually do have a couple of LaMelo ones, including that Looney Tunes one and then just the black and grey one. But the city line is pretty cool too. Wollongong is a beautiful city, man. Small sort of coastal town in Australia. Not super small, but not very big either. It's nice. It's a nice place. And Deshaun, if you're watching this, I just saw your comment, man. This is what I was talking about. You got minimum, max, and salary curve. These are the main ones I mess with. You can do the rest, but these basically just relate to, you can see, raising means high rated players will only expect a minimum. I find between 55 and 60 is a sweet spot. Lowering this means lower rated players will expect a max. So again, you go up, so they expect less. And then salary curve is sort of the middle, guys. I don't know if I'm doing that 100% correct, but usually when I raise these a little bit, it does sort of, you know, make people request less money. So I'm just going to go ahead and up them by 5. All right, man. So going into the playoffs, let's quickly have a look at what our guys did. Josh Maggette, or Maggette, God, so silly. But he averaged 9.5 and about 6 for us, which is the main reason I got him, because not many good playmakers in this league. I went through everyone's assist numbers. Nobody really had that many assists per game. So I'm just going to go ahead and up Tyler's shot and touches because he is definitely our best player. We can also do that for our guy Sam. Kai, we want to up as well. We can do 85 for Sam and about 75, 79. Michael Frazier comes off the bench, so he can be a little bit higher as well. We can lower George King a little bit, but we can up his touches. Josh, we can keep his touches there. We can up him to about a 75. Yachi, we can up as well. I don't know if we'll get any minutes for Timmy Comrade. Maybe if there's a blowout, we can throw him in sort of towards the end. But let's just see how we go. Saw Josh, and then Tyler gave us about 17 and 10. We saw him as well. George King is our starting small forward, about 14 and 8. That's pretty good. 40%, 32%. So no one's going to be that good of a shooter. 36 from 3 for Sam. That's pretty good. 15 and 9 for Kai. 40 from 3 is good from my 7-2 center. Michael Frazier should have been in 6 man of the year discussions, definitely. 17 points, good shooting. 11, so Lachlan Dent wasn't that bad either. Hopefully he can progress to a bit of a better playmaker. Don't have too many in this league. 12 and 10 for Xiaoqi per 36. Terrible efficiency, but hopefully he can get it going next season. So we'll lower some of these minutes. We can play Tyler about 40. We can up Josh a little bit. Kai Soto was pretty good, so we'll give him 1 extra minute there. All right, so let's see. We are the 1 seed going against Southeast Melbourne, who have Mitch Creek, who is really good, and we traded them Justin Robinson, so they're starting him at the 2. So we will see what happens here. Hopefully we can go ahead and get this win. Game 1, we do win. Okay. Sam Froling with a 39-15 piece. Yikes. 21 for Tyler Harvey, 20 for Mitch Creek, but it was not enough. Game 2, we win that one too. Kai Soto with 33 and 12, 14 for 18 shooting. Mitch Creek, 18 and 12. Obviously this would help if you guys knew some of our NBL players. You might ring a couple bells with the NBA guys who didn't work out, but you're not going to know everyone. And can we go ahead and sweep? We do sweep them. Looks like we have Adelaide in the next round. So in that closeout game, it was Sam Froling who gave us 27, and was it Tyler Harvey with 26? Sure it was. Now we have Adelaide, who have Craig Randall. He was a stud in the sim last time I did this. I was really hoping I could get him, but no can do. We ended up with Josh Maggette. But it looks like we have the better top-end talent. I guess Craig Randall just plays above his overall. So let's see what happens. Game 1, we win. Tyler Harvey with 20 and 8. Kai Soto with 27 and 7. He was a great pickup. 15 and 3. So you can see Kai Soto had 7 assists. He led us, and then Josh with 6. So not a lot of playmaking happening. We go up 2-0. Tyler Harvey with a 32 bomb. 20 and 8 there for Randall. He took 30 shots for 32 points. That's kind of crazy. Can we go up 3-1? 3-0, pardon me. And we do Craig Randall with 31, but Sam Froling with 28, 28 for Kai. So our big men just going off. And they're not the greatest rebounders. Funnily enough, they're both 7-footers. I mean, he's averaging 12. That's pretty good. But Kai averaging 9 at 7'2". I don't know, man. I'd like that a little bit higher in double digits. And we do sweep them. Tyler Harvey, let's go. 24 and 8. 4 assists, 50% from the field, 20% from 3. And Rajon Tucker, America's very own. So we're going up against Melbourne, the other Melbourne team here, who weirdly are in the other conference, as I said. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense here. But we are a better team. Obviously, the other guys didn't make as many trades as we did. Let's see who wins this one. Game 1, we do win. And I believe, I'm just going to double check this, that we were the 1 seed. So we were 20 and 2. Yeah, best team in the conference. So I'm going to simcast this one in case we sweep them, which hopefully we do. But I just want to get some gameplay on the Illawarra court because I've been there and it's actually quite nice. So it looks like this game is going to be a blowout, knock on wood, which is fine. But I will hop in here in the last minute and let's see how the court looks, man. Beautiful jerseys and court, really. I really do like it. So let's see. And if it's the same court, I think it is, as the last scenario I used. They've done a very good job recreating it. And they have, yeah. It looks beautiful, man. It really does. You can see the Hawks logo, not the Atlanta Hawks, but Josh Maggette almost has a double-double. I'm going to call him Maggette because I don't know if he's American and then we just say Maggette because we don't know how to say it, but we're going to go right up with Kai. Easy bucket there. So Josh has 9 assists. Kai has 18 points, 19 for Frazier off the bench. Tyler Harvey with 30. He's just a bucket. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Kind of reminds me of the old school Hawks logo, which, I mean, we've got the Illawarra Hawks, we've got the Sydney Kings. At that point, we're just ripping off all the NBA teams. There's only so many names you can use, man. As Kai gets a beautiful block there, and they just go right back up with it. But it doesn't matter, we're clearly going to win this game. All right, man, I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here because I assume we're going to win this one, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so 2K is fantastic, and it was making me wait probably 10 minutes on that loading screen, so I just quit and jumped back in. Thankfully, it saved where we were up to. So you see we won that game, Tyler with 30. Let's go ahead and see if we can go up 3-0. We do. Cool Golding with 15-15, but it was not enough. Kai Soto 25, 6 and 6. Can we sweep them? We do. Kai Soto and not Tyler Harvey is your finals MVP. 21, 7 and 4.5. 62%, 25 from 3 as a 76 overall. It's crazy, but he's still one of the better players, obviously. So let's go, man. Let's see if we can go back to back, I guess. See if there's anyone we want to sign or what we want to do in the offseason. Oh, and that's pretty cool. Timmy Conrad goes out on a high. He wins a championship. You'll love to see that. We could actually use a new small forward. And I mean, Mitch Creek is here. He only wants 22 million. So that's a lot better than last time. Everyone wanted about 40. Jack wants about 1. So you can see these guys, 23 million for the uppers, 9 million there for the middle guys, 74. Not sure why Jack only wants 1.9. This guy. So again, you can play around with the other sliders potential and stuff like that. But it's just more of a quick fix, sort of an overall thing. I will go ahead and offer Mitch Creek a ton of money. How many offers does he have? He's got 4 years from New Zealand. So they're just trying to form a super team over there. Let's see if we can outbid them. Go ahead and give him that much. And we are his #1 option. Let's go. So we do get him. Might be a little bit cheesy since our guys are locked up on cheap deals already. But it's my video, so I'm going to do what I want. So we do go ahead and get Mitch Creek. That's fun. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that looks good to me. So let's go straight to play progression and see how everything looks. So we get, remember these overalls are up because I upped sort of everyone in the league already. But Tyler's up to an 89, 85 for Sam, 83 for Mitch is nice, 79, 79. So we get a lot of progression, no regression really, which is nice. So let's just get into next season, man. See if we can go back to back. And we're just auto-generating rookies now. Right, man. So now we have a decent looking starting 5. Obviously 75 and a 79, but remembering the rest of the league isn't super high either. So I might actually run a 10-man so we can get Zhao Qi some minutes. He's still super young. And I'm going to start simulating, man. We'll see if we have to make any trades. I'd still love Ryan Rupert on the team. I mean, he's probably... What is he? He's up to an 86 overall. He might even be 90 by the end of the season. 39 badges, sheesh. I'm going to go down to New Zealand and just see how we go against them. We do beat New Zealand. We start off 7-0. Also worth mentioning, we're playing without injuries because I feel like one dude gets injured, the entire team's just out the window because everyone's such a low overall. But we are looking very good. Ryan Rupert, though, 24, 11 and 4 on very good shooting, sheesh. If we got him, I feel like we'd be unbeatable. But Sam with 23, 21 from Frazier off the bench. He's a great 6-man. Tyler Harvey with 18, Lachlan Dent. Mitch Creek, only 7 points. That's right, we're 7-0. So I'm just going to keep it moving, and I'll see you guys probably in the playoffs, because I don't think, knock on wood, we need to make any moves, but let's see. All right, so Tyler Harvey's actually all-star captain this time. Ryan Rupert's a starter. We have Mitch Creek, so we have 2 all-stars. He's a starter as well. Aaron Baines would have been cool to get as well for the culture. That's fine. And then I think I saw one more person. Kai Soto's there, and Sam Froling. Yikes. Chris Golding's there. I guess just because we've made so many trades, we have 4 all-stars. We just have majority of the talent in the league, and then the rest of the team isn't doing anything. Yeah, so 4 all-stars. We're pretty much the 2018 Warriors. But keeping in mind, technically this league can't make trades. So I guess we've just become a super team. But I guess that's sort of the idea, and to have some fun. So we are undefeated. We might do the 82-0 challenge in however many games this season is. But I'm going to keep it moving, and hopefully we finish strong. I'll see you guys in a minute. We literally went undefeated. Tyler Harvey even gets MVP. That's insane. We've built a super team. We also get 6th man of the year. And I'm going to say we got coach of the year. We went 22-0, and we get executive of the year. We're just the GOAT squad, man. We got Tyler Harvey here on all NBL first team, 59, 49, 89 splits. Ryan Rupert's there. Again, we would have liked him, but we get Sam Froling, who's also an all NBL team first player, 19 and 14. So it looks like New Zealand also has a few guys. They've also got someone here on all NBL second team. Sydney has some guys too. I guess there's just not a lot of spread on the talent. We get Mitch Creek. So we have 3 all NBL players. That's kind of crazy. And an all defensive player in Sam Froling. Anyone else? No, that looks like it might be it. But we went 22 and 0, man. That is insanity. We are going up against Adelaide here, who you might know, they actually beat the Phoenix Suns, which considering they just got eliminated is even more funny now. I'm going to make sure Josh is starting for us just for that playmaking ability. About 9 assists per 36 is nice. So about 10 and 5, 39, 38 from 3 isn't too bad. 22, we saw Tyler Harvey. We saw Mitch, we saw Sam. Kai Soto, 16 and 7, 4 assists, 40 from 3 is beautiful. Our 6th man of the year, 14 points. He should have won it last year, low-key, not this year. But he did shoot 50, 40, 89 splits. George King there now on a bench roll, a lot more efficient. Lachlan Dent, 11. He's got his assist numbers up, 5 per 36. Daniel here with 11 and 5 per 36. And Jiao Chi, 21 and 9. Better from the field, still can't hit a 3 to save his life, so maybe I gotta have a look at his tendencies. But let's cut this down to a 9-man. And we're going up against Adelaide. Let's see who they have. They still have Justin Robinson, who they got from us. They have Luke Travers, and it looks like they're starting a 68 at center. I'm going to sim the round because I think we should sweep them, and we do. So regular season and playoffs combined so far, we are 26 and 0. In that first round, Sam Froling averaged 31 and 11 with 1 block. Tyler Harvey with 22 and 8, 20 and 8.8 from Kai Soto. Off our bench, Michael Frazier with 18, 15 for Mitch Creek, 5 and 6.8. That's beautiful. Lachlan Dent with 9 and 3. Where's Josh? 7 assists. I love to see that. So now we have a rematch against one of the Melbourne teams. Did they make any changes? Looks like they're also starting a 68. So hopefully Kai Soto just feasts and we sweep them as well. We have not lost a game yet this entire season. Chris Golding, and on our end it is Sam Froling. If we can sweep this team as well, this might be the greatest team I've ever had. Obviously, we signed these guys to cheap deals and then we brought in our guy Mitch Creek. But that said, we made a couple of trades and they fit the team very well, I think. Obviously, people have progressed. Rajon Tucker, there's up to a 76. So this is actually a rematch. Let's see. Can we go ahead and sweep them, please? We sweep them. We went undefeated this season, dude. Holy crap. I know it's obviously not a real rebuild or an NBA sort of thing where we go 82 and 0 and then 16 and 0. But still, that's kind of cool to see. Sam Froling wins finals MVP with about 30 and 11. That'll get it done. I'm going to do one more season. Probably not going to make any changes, obviously. And then we can just see if we win it all. We see all these Cedric Houses retiring. Just filler guys. So I will see you guys probably in the next season. I don't think I need to do anything else. If I draft somebody, I'll probably just go through that because I don't think they're going to be very important. But I'll see you guys soon. We actually got a 75 in the draft, so he's going to probably get some minutes. Just say screw it and offer Ryan Rupert a deal. He actually goes to Melbourne United. That's kind of funny. And I'm guessing we don't have any option to sign Aaron Baines, but that's fine. Our team's already OP enough. Let's go straight to progression. We have a 92, a 91, and 89. We're literally the 2018 Golden State Warriors right now. This is kind of ridiculous. Also failed to mention, we have a real coach here, Jacob Jackamus. I think he's an assistant coach. He's our head coach in the game, but still cool to see. A lot of effort by this creator. You know who you are. Shout out to you. Lachlan Dent is ready to start. I think Josh still has a little bit better of playmaking ability, so I might keep starting him. Yeah, he's got a lot of playmaking badges. I guess so does Lachlan Dent. Let me just check their ratings. Josh is still a much better playmaker, so I'm going to make sure he's starting. Lachlan Dent's more of a shooter, so he might even be better as a shooting guard. We're going to have Josh, Tyler Harvey, Mitch Creek, Sam Froling, and Kai Soto, our big 3 right here. And then Frazier off the bench, our 6th man of the year, Lachlan Dent. Jiao Chi is now 77. And it looks like the rookie we drafted is going to get some minutes too, which is cool. Make sure he can play small forward because I think he's sort of a perimeter defender wing type of player. He's 6'6", 200 pounds, so he should be able to play both, and he has clamps too. Cool, man. All right, let's see if we can go undefeated again. That'd be kind of ridiculous. System proficiency is 5 stars, 7 seconds or less. That's ridiculous. But I will see you guys in a minute. And hopefully we can three-peat. I have no doubt that we will, but you never really know, I guess, with this game because it's stupid. But let's see what we can get into. I'll see you guys in a minute. If we can go undefeated again, that would just blow my mind. But let's see what happens. All right, so I just wanted to stop and point out, holy crap, dude, we have 6 All-Stars. So there's Josh 1, Kai 2, Mitch Creek 3, Sam Froling is a captain 4, he's a captain this time. Michael Frazier 5, Tyler Harvey is 6, dude, that's insane. Josh Majet making it's kind of cool. After I was talking a little bit of trash, per 36, 15 and 10 is very good. Even crazier, I want to mention Peyton Silva. We had him, he left, he joined one of the filler teams. As I said, we didn't have enough, we only had 10. He was on the Hawks, so crazy, man. This is surreal. This is such a random rebuild. 15-0. I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Another undefeated season. We go 22-0. Sam Froling with 23 and 15. This time we don't get 6th man of the year. That's fine. I'm assuming we get coach of the year again. If you go undefeated, you sort of deserve that automatically. So we have 2 All-NBA first team players. We saw Sam Mitch Creek with 18, 7 and 5. I don't know if that's super deserving, but he has 50, 40, 90 splits, which is cool. And we have All-NBA third team Tyler Harvey, who low-key has taken a back seat. I thought he would be our go-to guy. I guess not. We have 2 all-defensive first team players. It's crazy. There's 2 guys I also wanted to trade for. Ryan Rupert's up to a 90, by the way. So he might be able to make some noise against us in the playoffs. He did switch teams. So Josh ended up with about 11.6 and 7. Tyler Harvey, we saw Mitch Creek. Sam Froling. Kai Soto with about 15 and 7. 40 from 3. He's been so good from 3 for us. 13 for Frazier. Lachlan Dent with about 18 and 5 per 36. His playmaking is a little better. Jiachi 12 and 5. He's got real efficiency this time. 50, 47, 75 splits. Awesome. 7 and 3 there for George King. And Mark Webber there. Per 36, our rookie, 9, 5 and 5. 40% from the field. Good defense. So I think for the playoffs, we will cut him out. Now, we will not be starting Lachlan Dent after how good Josh was for us. He was literally an all-star. I guess I sort of have to be a fan of Josh after this because he's been so good in the sim for me. So it is worth mentioning I upped the progression rate in the sliders just so it wouldn't be boring and we wouldn't have so many 60 overalls, which did work. And then also simulated difficulties on 50, so we were just legitimately that good. We should beat this Melbourne team again. They haven't made any additions. Let's just go ahead and sim the round. We sweep them, okay. Going up against Tasmania, who is Josh's former team. Craig Randall's there, and that's about it. So we should sweep this team as well, I imagine, and we do. Okay, Mitch Creek that time. So we've had a different finals / conference MVP every time. Now we have to go against Rupert's team. I think this might be our first challenge. He's a 90 overall. We still have the better players, so we have a nasty big 3 and a supporting cast. So let's just see what happens here. Game 1, we win, but I'm assuming Ryan Rupert is going to go off 39 points. Game 2, we also win. He just doesn't have enough help. I mean, he does have Rajon Tucker, who's up to a 77. He's averaging 19 on good efficiency. But hopefully we can sweep them as well. We're up 3-0. And Sam Froling with 31. I'm going to simcast this one. We can see the Melbourne court if we win this one. Otherwise, we'll be back at home. I would like to see a different court. The only one I've seen so far is our court. It looks like we're going to destroy them, man. Let's get it. 3-peat, 2 undefeated seasons. I don't know what this was, man. This was ridiculous. It was more so just to have a bit of fun, something different than the standard 2K NBA teams. Now you've got NBL 2K23, I guess. Something a little bit different. I don't know. You guys let me know if you enjoyed this. I had fun doing this just because it's a little bit closer to home. But I do definitely put more time and effort into the NBA just because of sort of the market size. Now the NBL has gotten a lot bigger, I would say. 3 from Kai. He misses. The NBL has definitely grown a lot in the last few years, but still nowhere near as big as the NBA, and it's clearly never going to be. But if we could get maybe not even up to a EuroLeague level, because I know that's also massive, probably the second biggest league. But if we can get to something that rivals that, at least Chinese leagues, I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe it does. I'm not exactly sure of what the numbers are. We'll see if we can get that to go there, but we do get fouled by Aaron Baines. That's kind of cool that we're going up against him. We have a very weird free throw there. This is 95%. Yeah, if we can, rival Chinese leagues in terms of viewership and stuff, that'd be kind of cool, man. Like I said, I love basketball. I live in Australia. It's not super big here. Obviously, we have a ton of our own sports that we just got posted by Rupert. Sheesh. That's kind of cool, though, that we got that in there. He's still getting destroyed. Kick that over to Josh. See, after all that trash talking I was doing, he gets blocked. Yeah, man, not super big here. I mean, it is getting bigger, I would say. Definitely, which is always good, but I don't think it's ever going to be as big as it is internationally, which is fine. We get fouled there with our guy Sam. Wonder who's going to be finals MVP. One thing I will say though is that The players aren't they're more lifelike, I guess. That's weird to say, but when I went to the game in Wollongong, or the Illawarra area, I guess we almost get a block there. Illawarra, but it's in Wollongong. The players are all, they all just walk in and out of the stadium. They walk past you, which I guess happens in the NBA too, but there's no security or anything. I had a chat to a few of them, and they're all really cool, down-to-earth guys. Not to say that they're not in the NBA, but it just seemed a lot more casual. Which I guess, they're not millionaires here. They don't get paid as much as NBA players do. See if we can get a pick and roll there. And we do get a 36% contest against Kai. That's pretty much been it, man. We're going to win here. I'm going to go ahead and simcast the rest of it. All right, man. And it looks like Sam Froling is your finals MVP again with 26 and 13, 3 assists. Let's go, man. That was something fun, something a little bit different, not too serious. Obviously, we brought in Mitch Creek. We're not really paying anyone else. We had fun, man. So we had 3 90s and 85, 82. I could put together this sort of super team in 2K normally. I think the Cavs usually have a roster similar to this in about year 4. So it's not super crazy. I think the thing that hurts the most is the rest of the league being pretty weak. That's why I upped the progression rate. And you can see, I think it worked for a lot of people, which is good. More badges and a lot more higher overall players. If we go to all players here, we didn't have any 90s when we started. So we have a couple. Ryan Ruper's one. We also have Mitch Creek, Kai Soto. We actually have, this is why we were so elite. We have so many high rated players, but there's an 80, 79, 78, ton of 78s. There definitely was not this many. I guess our guys just progressed a lot because we were winning and they're so young. Outside of Mitch Creek, who was already high, when we signed him. And Tyler Harvey as well. But regardless, I hope you guys did enjoy something a little bit different, get you a little bit familiar with basketball in the Australian scene and some of our NBL teams. Again, not as big or as exciting as the NBA, but still fun. I've been to the games, as I said, and, it's always a fun experience. I just enjoy basketball, any shape or form that it comes in. It's all fun, man. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, if you would like to leave a like, I'd really appreciate that. And I would love even more to have a comment or two from you guys so we can have a chat and just talk about anything. Talk about basketball, talk about life, whatever you guys want. And I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the playoffs. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.